They're an hour ahead, so we're...
Because if it's 11...
that means it's 10 over there.
Oh, shit. I'm tripping. I thought it was an hour ahead. You got out.
Right, this box is weird.
Follow in my footsteps, I say hello, 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 hello. You can't do what I do, that's just something you don't.
I got a 2014 Suzuki DRZ400sm. This bike here, I got entirely for free. But it's a little bit of a story to get to this point. Before I got this bike, it was my brother's. And before it was my brother's, it was my other brother's. And before that brother got the bike, my other brother had the bike. So, my brother bought this bike, I believe, in 2019 as a used supermoto for anywhere from $3,500 to $4,500. He may have been the second or third owner, dailied it for a while. He got hit off of this bike at one point, sustained a variety of injuries, laceration on his liver or lung, may have broken his shoulder or collarbone. It was pretty bad. It was his first crash on his first bike. The bike surprisingly was not totaled. From that point, he sold the bike to my other brother. That brother took this bike and made it his baby, his pride and joy. He built it. He was going for like a show bike type situation. He got the plastics wrapped at one point. He would sit there on weekends and polish anything he could on it. I'm talking about dress up plates on the engine, swing arm, whatever he could. He washed out on that bike once. We took this bike to Mexico at one point. Someone else was on it, crashed on it as well. And still this bike didn't give up. Months down the line, the bike ended up getting stolen. At this point, we thought we would never get the bike back. He went anywhere from 3 to 6 months without the bike. One day got a phone call, police calling, talking about, hey, I got your DRZ, come get it. He goes and picks it up and it is trashed. They did what they wanted to this bike. They spray painted whatever they could on it. They scratched off the VIN at one point. And yeah, my brother took it home, took it apart to this point you see right now. Got the wheels powder coated, which is why I don't have my wheels right now because I'm getting them re-powder coated. And he began the build process, but he never followed through, and he ended up selling it to my other brother. That brother has a knack for picking up old projects and also losing motivation and not wanting to follow through and getting rid of them, which is why I ended up with it. I just was visiting. He said, hey, do you want this DRZ? I said yes, and I loaded up the remains of it. I'm pretty sure I'm missing all type of hardware. This is the only plastics I have for this bike. Yeah, this bike was trashed when I got it. The swing arm still has spray paint on it. The actual frame itself, it was just torn up. It was paint falling off. It was scratched off. The VIN was scratched off. I sanded it down, repainted it. Powder coat on the rims is trash. It somehow does not want to come off, so we're trying to figure that out right now. I may just take them and get powder coated after all, but what we have here is a project that's been in the family for about 4 to 5 years now. It wasn't a project at one point, so I'm gonna take you through the process of building this bike up from what you see to a beautiful custom supermoto, hopefully. Yeah, let me show you what we got so far. Here we have this tank that I picked up. I ended up getting this for $50, which is a steal. I don't know how I came across this tank. They're anywhere from $200 to $400 everywhere. This is the seat we got the bike with, the air box. I think this is a speed sensor, port guards, the supermoto front fender, which is also not necessarily hard to find, but it can get expensive. I don't know if I'm gonna end up using this. I may try and restore it somehow, but another fort guard. And this is where it gets overwhelming. Yeah, this is what's going to make this into a roadworthy supermoto. I don't know what this is, some sort of canister at the carb, lighting, radiator, wiring harness, little skid plate, display, tach, controls, everything. I am not looking to get into that right now. Here is the bike. Yeah, I know I got the forks all crooked and whatnot, but we're gonna situate that. Throughout all the crashes this bike has been through, it still seems to have a straight frame. Somehow the triple tree is not damaged. I, by some miracle, had these brand new Pro Taper bar mounts laying around. slapped them on, and now she's straight as an arrow. I tried to put the OEM ones on, and the bars were doing whatever they wanted. They was not pointed straight. It's looking real promising. My main priority right now to get this build started is getting the wheels blasted, powder coated, built, trued, and balanced, tires mounted, everything. I'm talking about aired up so I can roll this bike around. Another problem that I do have with it is kickstand mount is, yeah, it's doing what it wants right now, so I have to straighten it out. I need to show you the heart and soul of this bike. The 400cc engine. I may refresh the engine before I put it back on the bike. It's in great condition. The bike ran great. The bike actually never had any issues throughout its lifetime. Yeah, you can see in there. Yeah, we're going to refresh her. We're going to get her back on her feet, get her situated, and she's going. I'm telling you, it's going to be nice. I've never built something from the ground up like this, at least the bike. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna keep you updated.